So yesterday was my birthday. And I didn't mention it on my birthday because it's not that big of a deal. But today, I wanted to share how I see my birthday and other birthdays. And it starts with calling it a birthday because a birthday is the day that you were born. So it's not inaccurate. But I often feel party is just too easily attached to the word birthday. You can easily just go birthday party. Oh, if I didn't get a birthday party, it wasn't a good birthday. And it never really sunk in well when we would always have these big birthday parties, especially for the kids, is really where I started to feel this first. That I was just like, this doesn't really matter. They're not going to remember, especially when they're really young. We spend all this extra energy to create all this experience, everything to be perfect. And they're like 1 year old, and you're luckily if they can get them to perform the cake correctly and smash it over their face. And you're like, why are we doing it? Like, is that party really that important? The memories are. So I'm not going to go out there and bash all birthday parties. But it took all of these things to kind of fruition to really change how I saw birthday parties. And so I would always kind of just get lost on birthdays. So how did I fix it? It took Corona. It took me being a stay-at-home dad and realizing, you know what? As a stay-at-home dad, there's really no excuse for not making a day special. I don't have work. I can organize my schedule. I can put it on my calendar. I have all the levers really to make my kid's day and my wife's birthday really special. And it really started with my wife's birthday way back in February 17th that I reframed it, not from a birthday, but a celebration of life. How do we think about celebrating the day we entered this world? The uniqueness, the odds against us to enter into this world. How do we celebrate that we are here? And so I always liked the idea, a celebration of life. I'm not sure where it came from. It just was a natural reframe in my head. But we made it in a way that really made my wife feel special for being here. We had the whole house decorated when she came home from work. The kids were involved. We went to the store. And it was kind of a party, but it was just us. But I was looking more for the emotion. How do we create the emotion of this person feeling, I love being here, and the celebration that I get to be here is something that I really enjoyed on my birthday. Fast forward, because all the kids saw this, they all wanted it for their birthdays. So we did the exact same thing for their birthdays as well. Big decorations, either from when they got home from school or maybe when they woke up, depending on when their birthday was. But that same moment, and so I'm not saying don't use birthday celebrations. We had balloons, streamers, but I go all out, essentially, is what I've also done. I hang streamers down the stairs so they have to walk through them. I've done like tunnels with the streamers, kind of a little bit crazy when it comes to that kind of stuff. But again, I'm looking more for the emotion of the experience of, am I helping my kids and my wife feel that I celebrated that I am so glad they're a part of our collective life together. And on this day, I want to make sure I remind you how important is that for me. And so it's not about presents. We still get presents, but I want that emotional experience to be my goal. Now, fast forward to my birthday. How do you inward create this feeling? Because I'm not going to put it on everybody else to create this feeling, because then I'm almost letting myself down. This way, for me, I reframed it as, how do I want to celebrate my life? How do I want to create a celebration that I'm here, that I'm worthy of living today? And on today, September 20th, what does celebrating that I broke the odds in 37 years, I'm still here? So one of the things that I did is I just wanted to celebrate how abundant life is. So I actually went down to the river here where we live, and I just went for a walk. And I remember the feeling of just being connected to the wind hitting my skin, moving my hair on my arms, all of those things, just reminding me how awesome the idea I'm here. That I'm here. And an interesting analogy that I've recently learned, that the moment that I'm celebrating, the day that I'm celebrating, took 13.8 billion years of universal expansion to create. Since the Big Bang, 13.8 billion years to this day. And how cool that I got to be experienced in that moment and experience all the beauty that was around me. Now, that didn't involve kids. I'll do things with the kids later on. But for me, it was a moment of just celebrating that I'm here. Why do I tell you this story? This story is important because when you focus on celebrating your own life, finding a way to find joy within yourself, that you are here, you are focusing on the worthiness of your life, the significance of what you brought into your life, whether you were your kids, your wife, anything else, but how beautiful it is that you are here. Because depending on where you are at in your life, depending on the thoughts that plague you, you might feel that this isn't something that's really worthy of celebrating. You might just feel stuck. And so today's episode is really to challenge you for all birthdays, including your own. How do you reframe it, not just from a birthday party to do all the things that American society says the birthday party should have, but how do you focus on the emotional experience in other people's lives to create a celebration of life? And how do you create a celebration of life feeling within yourself? This is one of the final frontiers for a dad to come home, because if he can celebrate his life and be happy with his life from where it's at without going externally to find that joy, that is a place of grounding that is magnificent. And I can say from being there, it really is a great feeling to know that while everything in life is abundantly awesome, I am already awesome for who I am, and the fact that after 37 years, I'm still here breathing oxygen and experiencing it. Still have another opportunity, another year around the sun to essentially create more of everything I already have. I hope this helps. I hope that my birthday wisdom helps you on your birthday wisdom, because I know that birthday guilt, birthday grief, and birthday kind of lulls of depression can be real for men. With that, I'll be back again with you tomorrow.